I am the man with the long hair hide in the world. My name is Kyle and I am 35 years old and I am a fan of long hair. I love to touch it, caress it, breathe the smell. That is why I have a love of heart. It all started in my childhood. I thought that ours is the only thing I can boast about. Others were telling they sang, danced, drew, but I didn't start out at all. But my golden curls always caught my eye. My mom loved them so much. I watched my hair every day. She spent me hours combing my hairs. At first, I was boring for me to sit in one place for a long time, but my mom convinced me that hair is more important than anything else, and I agree with her. At the age of my 5, my mother stopped me getting my hair cut, and I grew much later. But then my hair went from being a fortune to begging my curls. At school, having a long hair was not as good for me as at home. The boys made fun of me, called me Rapunzel and golden curls. My hair was put often, but the worst was when people spilled me their gum on my hair. It was the worst. My mom told me how to defend myself from the attacks, but it was all in vain. I even remembered my father. At school, he was an outcast, and I thought that in college everything would be different, but no. At the freshman party, I met a real beauty, 2 years older than me, and I always remembered of scar like that. And she came up to me. She began to rub my hair and say that I was her ideal mom. Then she took me to the kitchen and said that she liked my hair, and then she asked me to close my eyes and not to open them without her permission. He realized my hair and began to stroke it. But then I tied myself to the radiator with my own hair, and the kitchen was full of people. Everyone was filming and taking photos. I became the star of the university before starting my studies. I thought that in adult life everything will change, but it did not happen. After my studies, I got a job as assistant administrator. I wanted to be invisible, away from people, but they found me there too. Luis, a bald guy from work, made jokes about me. My hair broke him alone, so one day he declared a contest in the office. Who kings of the best hairstyle for Kyle? The contest became popular. Photos of me appeared in Photoshop on social media, even posted throughout of the office. Everyone lauded than me and suggested that I change my hairstyle. Once again, I became the clown. I decided to show everyone that my hair is super cool, but could be better if I hunt. There was a styles meeting in town, and they were looking for people with long hair to style. At the time, my hair was below my waist. I decided I need to participate. My mother was very supportive. The organizers of the contest were surprised, but they had no reason to deny me participation. And this was the best day of my life. Still leaks Claire's was delighted with my hair. She complimented me and I take care of it. Finally, my hairstyle won the contest and I was very proud of my hair, but in the end it is catastrophic. After the contest, when I returned to home, I was attacked by some men. First, they attacked me, then they called me a girl. Then they hit me very hard on the head. I lost consciousness from the blows. They sent me urgently to the hospital. Later, the doctor told me that I was unconscious for a week. Due to the trauma, I need a surgery on my head. They called me my mother and she gave me permission, but for them to the surgery. They had to cut my hair, but my mom said not. And my conditions were getting worse. The doctor begging my mother, but he said she never want to see me bald. Then he signed the papers, but he didn't come back again. Regained consequence, bald and motherless. I recovered and was sent home. My hair grew slowly, but my mom still did not open her. All his things were also gone. He could understand what could have happened. I spent weekends lying at home working on the computer and hardly ever went out. One day I decided to move into mom's room. I was putting my things away when I saw a letter. He said, "Dear Carl, 20 years ago, due to chemotherapy, and I was completely bald. At that time, your father supported me. He had the same long hair as you. I improved it, and I understood that I was pregnant, but he left me. My mother left so bad that I developed my passion for hair, which is why she let my hair grow. She could see me blood as his panic attacks and fear won't return. She asked me for some time to get back to normal. She also promised to return when my hair is long. But it has been 5 years since the surgery."